Alright, hello everyone. Bringing you my first official Duelyst 2 video now that the open beta has been released. So thankful to finally have this game. Love it. Been playing the heck out of it, of course. First deck I want to show you guys that I made is a Control Vanar. I was trying to make a Vanar deck that didn't rely on Razorback as a win condition. Um, Decided to go with just a Synja control deck, as much healing as possible. I played this a bit or a version of this in open beta, and it did alright. Tweaked it quite a bit since I actually have well, I had two versions too, right? Recently as well. So I've been performing pretty well with this list. Um, I'm 14 and 5 with it as a whole. And since I switched to this newer version with cold biters in, I'm 9 and 1. So feel pretty confident with this deck. Um, Good early game. Um, Healing Mystic, of course. A Rocky with this with these 5 drops, uh, Emerald Rejuvenator, and the two drops is really good. Even though I'm not trying to push that much damage because I'm more of a control deck, it helps trade. It helps add some pressure to relieve some on your side. Um, Otherwise, yeah, tons of single target removal. 3 times Fox, 3 times Hellstone Prison, 3 times Chromatic Cold. Red Synja for damage-based removal. And then I've got Dancing Blades also. I've got Zen Rui for control slash removal. And I've got a little bit of AoE with Cold Biter and Aspect of the Mountains. I've only got one Aspect of the Mountains in my collection. I'd probably try to play two if I had the two. Um, I'm also going with only two Archon Spellbinders. I could definitely run three. Not seeing too many Song Highs right now. Or at least too many aggro Song High, Spell Highs. So I'm keeping it two. Because I am seeing quite a bit of Banner actually, and it's not very good against Banner instead. So prefer to have more early drops for Banner like Fenrir and Rockies. So I'm gonna show you guys the first version I made, which is this one. Uh, okay, so it's missing a Snow Chaser. I had two Snow Chasers. Um, I think only two Dancing Blades and it had cryogenesis. So basically, I had cryogenesis, snow chaser, and lightbender. I picked lightbender because I thought there might be good targets for it. After a few games, I thought I really didn't need it. So I wanted to switch to Frostbound Naga um, for more AoE. And then thinking about it, I decided to go with Coldbiter instead, which is a little less versatile. But usually against Vanar, people want to surround your face because they want to go in, especially against this, right? If they want to be aggressive versus you. You don't take 2 damage with Cold Biter rather than Naga. You often take 2 damage with your face, so pretty good. And then I dropped the Cryo Snow Chaser. Um, Cryo is decent, but not fantastic. I've already got a lot of single target removal, and then Snow Chaser really didn't do much for me. Did not have any issues keeping my hand up with heavy drops and a slow game plan, so didn't need the extra cards from Cryo and Snow Chaser. And I had faced a few Arclight Regalias, sorry, a few Linars, both Tempo, Bond, or all of Tempo, Bond, and Control Lyle, and the Regalia is really hard for me to deal with. So then I decided to add Rush Brawler um, to deal with them instead of the Snow Chasers. So yeah, that's pretty much the deck. You pretty much just remove stuff all game. Um, when you have the opportunity, you play big minions, just Dancing Blades or Synjas or Archons, and you try to finish off the game that way. Otherwise, you can pretty much, against the many matchups, just stall as long as you want. You've got a decent amount of healing with the Rejuves and the Mystics, so you can last quite a while. So yeah, for our first game, we've got a Vanar Mirror. We've got a Rocky in hand, Hearth Sister, and Fox. Pretty good cards all around. A little early for Fox, though, but both two drops are excellent, especially in combination together. So I just replaced the Fox, replaced the Spellbinder because it's way too early for it and not fantastic in this matchup, as I said. They've got tons of ways to deal with it. So just got a turtle. I turtle quite often with this deck. Keep my 2-drop safe, keep my face safe, threaten a ramp to 5 in one of my 2/5 drops, but I don't need to. I'm more so looking to play Fenrir's and 2 drops early and maybe a bit of removal to clear off their boards. So they actually play Hearth Sister, Frostfire, get a big 7/5 in my face. Um, and I don't have Chromatic Gold, unfortunately, so I'm forced to use Aspect of the Fox. I still replace the second aspect of the Fox, thinking Zenrui will be more useful later on, definitely. And then I did swap the Heart Sisters, prevent them from ramping up to 6 and clearing their own Hearth Sister. They then Naga, um, and Snow Chaser. Replace my Archon, as I said, not very good in this matchup, and I get a Cold Biter, which is fantastic. I get to do my own AoE and clear their board. Obviously, the Snow Chaser goes back to the hand, but it's fine. Just gonna body block with the Rust Crawler since I'm pretty low at 14 already. Vanar doesn't have that much burst, right? They pretty much only have Chromatic Gold and Tigers, potentially. So it doesn't matter too much to going down, but I don't want to keep going down, and they definitely want to hit my face with this Cold Biter equipped, so just gonna body block, even though it means it could have been Dancing Blades. I've got extra cards in my hand here. They don't seem to be showing. I have, I'm pretty sure I have more than 2 cards in hand. Definitely have 3 or 4. Yeah, exactly. So a little bit of a replay bug here. Which is quite unfortunate. Here I can play Hearth Sister and Emerald Rejuvenator. Can't quite clear the Fenrir, but I can clear. Well, I can clear the Fenrir, but not the Wolf. Um, which I'm gonna do. Then debating where to play the Rejuve. Gonna try to keep it out of AoE. I don't want to have a huge aspect of the mountains blow me out. So they chromatical my face to clear the artifact, cryo my rejuvenator, and play a hard snow chaser. Sorry, just go face. Pretty sure I have another cold biter here, which is the replay bug. Replace my heart sister. Um, Thinking about Zenrui on the Snow Chaser, but he's got 6 cards in hand, so the Snow Chaser is gonna go away. Um, Instead, I just play a Rust Crawler and Cold Biter. Play it slow. I float a lot of mana, but I clear their board and I finally clear the Snow Chaser. They probably has the second one in hand due to the Cryo, though. But they're playing more than just Snow Chasers, so. Anyways, they've got 6 cards in hand. I've got 4, and I'm a lot lower than they are. The only thing I do have going for me is Cold Biter right now. Um, and I still have a bit of time to find some healing, find some threats in my deck. It's kind of even, I guess, right now, since they I do have like stuff on the board, and I'm on the control matchup. So they continue to try to apply pressure. They play Fenrir, they play Iraqi. They CC my face, deal 4 damage. And I decide to replace the Fox because they don't play too many or I don't think they're playing too many big things. I think they're more of a tempo deck. I'm going to Zenrui the Iraqi and Chromatic Gold the Fenrir so I can clear it with the Cold Biter. Then just trying to play around stuff, but there isn't much to play around other than Aspect of the Mountains. I decide not to. Just try to go face with a Rust Crawler. Um, Even if I get the Rust Crawler out of it, they can still Aspect of the Mountains unless I put it quite far away, like here. So it's not worth it, in my opinion. So yeah, Hellstone my Araki, clear my Rustcrawler, play a Mystic, and CC my face again to clear the artifact. So, not a great turn by them. Hellstone a 2-drop, which I'm just going to replace, try to find something better. Um, and they ran away from me, which is fantastic for me. I can then run away, buy some more time. I'm just going to play an Araki and a Spellbinder, clear the Mystic. You get to Cryo. If they had like Hellstone Prison, another Hellstone Prison, they could have Hellstone Cryo, clear my board, play some Snow Chasers um, aggressively into Infiltrate. But they didn't have anything for my Archon after dealing with a few other things. So at 9 mana, I've got 11 damage on board. Um, I'd need double Chromatic Cold pretty much to finish that game. Don't have any other burst really. So I decide to rather just heal my face and clear the board with the Dancing Blades. Go face with the Archon, of course. Can get closer now that I'm at 9 in case they have 3 removals. But yeah, that's couldn't deal with the Archon after dealing with other threats. Um, Definitely shows off that Coldbiter did quite the work, especially against a tempo deck with a lot of low drops. Um, so yeah, that's game 1. Game 2, got another Vanar Mirror. Need to find a 2-drop, so I triple mulligan. And I get a Rush Crawler, which is good. Seeing Vanar, definitely expect mostly Tempo Swarm stuff. Obviously, depends if the opponent has budget or not. But Lady Lock is pretty, or at least was very popular in the beta test. Um, Also Jax, right, and just Razorback stuff, but it's usually what I'm expecting. So the AoE is great. The cold is decent, but not as good as Cold Biter, and I've only got one aspect of the mountains and feel like it can be really powerful later down the line, so I'm gonna keep it. Just gonna pay a Fenrir, block their mana tile. So they play triple two drop or double two one drop, two Vespers and Infiltrate. I can clear the board, but that means my Fenrir dies into a wolf. So I decide to just take four, leave the Mystic up, and go face a little bit. So to add a bit of pressure, I heal my Fenrir because it's an excellent card against Vanar. Um, and I'm still in a decent spot for my health. So they don't manage to clear my Coldbiter. I play Snow Chaser, Rejuvenator, and I replace into Hellstone Prison. They've got 5 cards in hand, and with Snow Chaser going back to their hand, I can Hailstone the Rejuvenator, which is what I'm thinking. I think that's better than trading in my Mystic to the Rejuve and stepping back, where I'm pretty much going to stay until Infiltrate the whole game. So I'd rather keep my position and Hellstone Prison the Rejuvenator on a full hand. I think I'm still missing a card here in my action bar. I should definitely have 4 or 5. Um, yeah, exactly. I've got an Araki. Um, I don't play around Dancing Blades with it, but they can only Dancing Blades one of my two things. Otherwise, I feel like it. I mean, I could have definitely played it there, but then it plays into Naga. So I preferred playing it over here. Dancing Blades was their whole turn, so didn't think it'd be that bad. They get the Chromatic Gold to finish off the Fenrir, which is pretty good, and play Blazing Spines. Plus a Snow Chaser, of course. So yeah, I've got a Chromatic Hold in hand as well. Um, can't clear the board. Well, I can by sacrificing my Araki. Definitely don't feel like that's worth it. Just gonna Chromatic Hold and Blazing Spine, Rejuvenator, buff up my Araki, and just end my turn. I'm not gonna punch with the Araki. I'm gonna keep it at 3. Um, it is harder for them to Dancing Blades it. They need 2 drop and 2 Dancing Blades, and then it doesn't die to Naga, it doesn't die to Face Punch. But they do get to clear my board with Aspect of Mountains on my minions. They Blazing Spine face to finish off my Coldbiter. But they're at 6 cards once again with Snow Chaser going back into their hand, so I can just Hellstone this rock dude, Seismic Elemental, back into Oblivion. Just play a Rejuvenator, play around Dancing Blades, keep myself healthy. Play a Rejuve for themselves, keep themselves healthy. So they're definitely playing a slower banner deck than I typically see. Playing a lot of Rejuves. They play Nagas as well, playing for the board rather than just pure tempo. Um, so I'm just gonna play a Fenrir here and play my own mountains to clear. Summon 2 threats that are pretty hard for Vanar to deal with altogether. 5/5 is solid enough, and Fenrir is pretty good. I did have to play into another mountains, kind of, even though Fenrir survives, but I felt like that was better than playing the Mystic. So yeah, we see Nagari Blades to clear off the Elemental, and just they've pretty much just won board back with that. I can trade my Fenrir with the Naga pretty easily, but then I don't have anything to deal with the Dancing Blades. Zenrui is decent. There's potentially a few targets, but I think it's mostly 2 drops and Iraqis that I can Zenrui. So maybe I should have replaced it. I decided not to. I'm just gonna play an Archon and a Mystic, heal my face. Surround their general, body block the Dancing Blades from the Wolf. Um, but they have a Healthstone. Prison, which is fine, and a Snowpiercer, actually. And they decide to go face rather than clear, which is pretty interesting. Got the Rust Crawler in hand, so it's sweet. I could Zenry the Mystic, but I can just trade with it. Gonna start to try to run away from them. They do have a lot more pressure than I do right now, so yeah, I'm gonna play triple 2 drop or quadruple 2 drop. Set up the Iraqi um, defensively. Try to have a unit that sticks. Healing Mystic my face. Rust Crawler. And I think I hold on. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to the Heart Sister. Try to use it on my Iraqi to go face. I decided to double block the Dancing Plates, but I definitely regretted it right after because I give a very good trade for this D Blades to keep it at 4/3 rather than go down to 2 health. Um, yeah, Chromatic Gold for my Wolf just to ping it off. Definitely have something for my Iraqi as well. And Tiger. And yeah, they do kill off the Rust Crawler with D blades. So definitely regret placing the Rust Crawler there. Should have played it more defensively. Try to have a minion to body block later. Don't have any healing. Don't have any removal really. So I'm just gonna play an Archon and a Fenrir. Try to have something that sticks. Go face with my Mystic so that it does something before dying from the Dancing Blades, probably. Because I expect him to just trade those again. Yeah, my opponent just has another Hellstone for my Archon, which is unfortunate. But they probably will be running out of removal soon, so if I can bail out of this, I could probably play it again, and then it'll become stickier. They play a Rejuve, they Chromatic Gold my face. Just try to deal as much pressure as they can. Yeah, Zenori is just not quite what I want. So I can clear with the Cold Biter, Hearth Sister. Just what I'm gonna do. Do have to trade my Fenrir into the Rejuvenator though, which is not a good value trade. But I'm too low to have other options. And yeah, Zenrui's not fantastic, so I'm just gonna play it as a tempo drop, highest stats I've got. Try to compete and have something to live on board. I'm dead to Tiger, third chromatic gold. Otherwise, double Tiger, Tiger 2, Tiger 3. So I'm looking alright. If I can find some healing, I'll probably be safe for a bit. They played Blazing Spines. Definitely feel like their Blazing Spine usage was really good in this matchup. They feel like they put quite a bit of pressure on me both times. I had to take three from one of them earlier and had to chromatic hold one. Um, yeah, they just play Cloaker. Repulsor Beast my Zenrui, and I don't find healing, so down to five. Um, but I can clear once again. CC on the Cloaker, bring it down to two. Trade my Wolf with the Repulsor. Trade my Hearth Sister with the Blazing Spine. Then just Hearth Sister Blazing Spines to my Zenrui. And I can play an Araki on top of that. So yeah, here for some reason I forget to attack with my Zenrui to clear the Blazing Spine. Heart Sister would have been lethal, but they also just have Tiger, so it didn't matter. So well played on their part. Definitely got out pressured. Played into Dancing Blades a little too much early on in the game, and the Rust Crawler positioning was really bad, trying to be too defensive, thinking I could outgrind them after. But after that, I didn't find removal or clean way to pick off the Dancing Blades with like my own or something. And so that Dancing Blades got 3 or 4 trades, I think, right? Cleared a Mystic, cleared a Crawler. So I think I'd attack 4 times total, which was way too much value for them. So sort of where I lost the game. Um, yeah. Final game, we're up against Barakadani on Voth. Um, so I think he mostly plays Control Voth, but I'm not quite sure. Replace. I mulligan everything to try to find a 3-drop. I replace my Aspect from the Mountains, which I don't think is going to be that useful. And I find a Fenrir, which is very good. They pass turn 1, um, but I don't necessarily expect like it's that bad for them. And they just play a Gazer turn 2, so I don't know about the control of off. Thinking they might be playing something else, but I'm not quite sure what they'd be playing Gazer in. So yeah, I really don't have much to play myself. I'm just gonna chromatical the Gazer and pass. Bring my Fenrir up close. They can ramp into 5, but I pretty much couldn't prevent that. They can't ramp into Dancing Blades, and Dancing Blades my Fenrir, so I can bring it in front of Faye like this. Try to have it somewhere where it can clear the minion they draw or trade at least. Um, then I'm not gonna play a 2-drop. I'm gonna keep Rust Crawler in case they play Twin Fang. So they flash Veteran Silthar and buff it with Primordial Gazer um, while body blocking. I decide to replace the Rust Crawler. I'm thinking um, Twin Fang is likely, but probably not yet. I think the Synja is going to be really good against Magmar for sure, especially with me being healthy. And I just Hailstone Prison the Veteran Silthar to remove its buffs, take 4 to clear the Gazer, and now I'm going to play around Dancing Blades with Fenrir and just pass basically. Play the long game. So they play it again and pass. Stay away from my Fenrir. Yeah, here I don't really have a clean way to pick off the veteran. The best thing would obviously be Hellstone, otherwise not anything great. Um, so I'm just gonna play a ramp up, stay away from Vanar, which is from Magmar, which is totally fine. They need to be near me if they want to win, so I don't need to go towards them. And then just gonna play a Synja and gonna play around my Cantor as much as I can. Um, Play Synja in front of my Fenrir, so it's body blocking the Fenrir from Veteran Silithar. Yeah, just play a slow turn, but play a big drop. Immune to natural selection, basically, with the Veteran and the Fenrir there. And yeah, they have to Mecanter this and trade the Veteran Silthar in to clear my Synja. So that's Mecanter not going face, really good for me. Still don't have that many proactive things to play. Don't have an Archon or don't have a second Synja. But yeah, I don't have that many in my deck. In this matchup, they're a lot better. Everything is fairly decent in my hand, though. Like everything is good. I think I replaced the Mystic because I am gonna rejuve this turn. And I decide to walk up and back so I can play around Mecantor again. Yeah, I thought I was gonna keep the Mystic, so I didn't replace it early. After deciding to play, no, I never replaced it. Okay, definitely thought I did. And it's definitely decent, even though I'm still at 21. Healing a minion next turn is gonna potentially give me a lot of value, so it's not necessarily anything I want in my deck other than Dancing Blades, Synja, and Archon, but it's only 5 cards, so I will definitely want to find them eventually though, and just play as many high cost cards as I can, just maximize my value with them. How I win. So they take 4 from Rejuve. They set up a Spirit Harvester and flash a Veteran Solithar. Um, they clear pretty much everything but the Wolf. And I've got a nice Her Sister Aspect of the Mountains here to clear. Gonna keep staying away from Mecantor, obviously. And yeah, this is where I replaced the Healing Mystic 1 turn after. After doing my play, I sort of realized I'm still at 21. I'm staying far away from them, so I'm just going to replace it. I end up drawing it back right after, but I get my second Synja, which is great. Well, I'm still at high health. Fenrir is really good too, and the Dancing Blades as well. The Fox can clear anything from them, like an Elder or something. So, very good hand all around. I've even got an answer for Twin Fang if they want to try to set up one before going face with it. So they play Vindicator and another Silithar Elder. The veteran Silithar, sorry, they really like it. Where they've been playing it a lot, over and over. Replace into a Heart Sister, which is fantastic. Otherwise, I um, didn't have a way to clear the board. Now I can Dancing Blade the veteran because of it. Heart Sister, the Vindicator to clear it with my Seismic Elemental. And I play the Mystic that I got back. Can heal my face. And I play it below Seismic Elemental. It plays around Mechanter well, and it prevents Voth from running away from Dancing Blades. So yeah, pretty much in control of the game by now. So they do a really slow turn, Metamorphosis my board, kill my Seismic Elemental, Natural Selection my Dancing Blades. They don't have a Flash Spirit Harvester to go alongside Metamorphosis, so I get to keep 2 minions. And here I can easily just play an Araki with my a red Synja and surround them, play around Mechanter. And I'm still not gonna go face, even though I'm up ahead on board, because of the Synja mostly. Keeping my health for it to be so I can use my health to clear stuff with it, and then just gonna let my minions do the damage and stay away from any Vindicator lethals that they may have. So basically, I'm pretty much just dead to Elucidator combo at this point. I really don't think they're playing that though. Um, so I'm not gonna try to run away from them. And yeah, the Vindicator Archon trade with my Synja, kill my her sister, and I just see the juiciest Zenrui plus Healing Mystic trade into the Archon. Um, not even counting my damage, but it's just lethal here with Mystic Punch, Everything Punch. And I realize it right after punching with Mystic, basically. But I'm very lucky, and I still have Aspect with a Fox, so I still have lethal. But yeah, that was a pretty good game. Dominated overall. Um, I really like Synja and Quillbiter together. Underrated cards, but I feel like they've got a lot of potential. Definitely not the best deck overall, though. Not that great. It's got some issues. Struggles versus liner quite a bit. Um, but yeah, it did fairly well with this page, and then this page, yeah, 20 games. So yeah, thanks for watching. Gonna bring you guys more Duelist 2 content for sure. Try to bring original builds, and yeah, have fun. Bye.